Making more money. Let's talk about it.
There are a lot of people making millions of dollars a month selling shit on social, live social shopping. It is going to be a very big conversation next year. It's already happened. This is something I've been waiting for because it's happened in China 10 years ago. And I'm like, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. It finally happened. So if you look at what's going on with TikTok Shop, notwithstanding what happens in January with that app, but even Whatnot is an app that I would highly recommend you download if you wanna learn about it. Live social shopping is a real worthwhile thing to learn. Even as a side hustle for some of you on, I don't know what you do or family businesses or things of that nature, but it's really real. There's a reason QVC and Home Shopping Network still do billions. There's something about the format of just the way we buy. We just like, it's live, it's better. That's why we like sports, it's live. I don't know what to tell you other than get your shit together and learn it a little bit.
So I think Gary Vee is spot on here. I think the live shopping era is here to stay. I mean, me personally, I have purchased stuff from viewing live videos, and some of it's like, you know, Pokemon cards, right? I love Pokemon cards, and I have done like live breaks before. And I know these guys that are doing these breaks or that, you know, are selling packs online, and then they rip those packs live for everyone to see what the guy gets. Like it's cool. It's pretty exciting. And I've seen some of these guys share the numbers that they are making from these live videos, and it's pretty astounding. It is. It's a great side hustle. Now, obviously, it takes time, it takes effort. It's gonna take a little bit of money, but it is where I think kind of the future is heading, is from live buying. Maybe not all buying, obviously, but I think there's going to be a lot of money that can be made in the live shopping era. Now, what we're doing today, guys, is we're talking about some side hustles as well as some other ways that you can make some extra money, because one thing I talk about all the time on this channel is increasing your income to help better your finances and to get you closer to the ultimate goal that all of us have, which is true financial freedom. Now, most of us watching probably have a 9-to-5 or a job or, you know, some sort of role that we earn income we have to go to every single day. Now, you know this yourself for your situation, and the job you're currently in, there's only a max amount that you're gonna earn. Like if you're a teacher here in Missouri, the chance of you making large 6-figure years is probably not gonna happen. So what some teachers are doing is they're turning to a side hustle, and they're using their extra time to increase their income by starting a side hustle, whatever that is. So in today's video, I thought it'd be a great way to showcase some different ideas for you guys, and maybe one of these might spark interest to you. You can go try it out and hopefully increase your income. And who knows, maybe one of the coolest things will happen to you and your side hustle actually turns in to your full-time gig and makes you an official business owner.
Here are the best side hustles I would start in 2025 on a limited budget. I would start a dropshipping business with trending products. And remember, you're not carrying stock, you're just the middleman. So use a free website builder to build a website, promote your products on social media, and then the supplier will then ship the products and you take a cut. That's what I would do in 2025.
Dropshipping. I know there has been a lot of people that have made money dropshipping online. Personally, it's never been something that I've done, but I know people in my life that have made a decent amount of money from dropshipping. Now, as you can see from that latest clip, it's not just for dropshipping. Having a website for your business is almost a necessity nowadays. Whether you're offering services, selling products, or building your personal brand, a strong online presence can make all the difference. That's exactly where today's sponsor, Hostinger, can help. Now let's be honest, if you're serious about making money online, building a brand, or launching a side hustle, you need a website. And what's the most efficient way to get started? Hostinger. Hostinger makes website creation crazy simple, even if you've never built a site before. What really makes Hostinger stand out is their AI website builder. In just a few clicks, AI builds your entire website. No coding, no design skills needed. Just enter your brand name, choose your website type, describe your business, and their AI does the rest. But it doesn't stop there. Hostinger also provides powerful AI tools to help you grow. The AI Writer helps you create SEO-friendly content for your pages or blog. The AI Logo Maker instantly creates clean, professional logos tailored to your brand. And the AI Heat Map predicts where visitors are likely to click so you can optimize your site's layout and design for better performance. Now, let me ask you, do you want to sell products as your side hustle? Well, one of my favorite things about Hostinger is that they actually include e-commerce tools with no extra transaction fees. Plus, every website comes with a free domain and an SSL certificate to give your site that professional, trusted feel. Now, if you guys want to try out Hostinger today, I'll have a link down below in my description. I'll also have a pinned comment as well. Now, after you click on that link, make sure you use code JJBuckner at checkout to get an extra 10% off your plan. So if you're ready to take action and start building your online business the correct way, click on that link in the description, use code JJBuckner, and launch your website today with Hostinger.
I've tried a lot of side hustles in my life, so here's how I'd rate them from worst to best. Number 5, flipping cars. I'd buy them cheap, do them up, drive them to a nicer area, and then sell them for a profit. Number 4, print on demand. It's low risk and has no inventory. I tested this by selling motivational posters on Etsy and it worked. Number 3, Trin. I used to teach people to fly radio-controlled helicopters, but now with the internet, you can teach anyone anything you want. Number 2, drop shipping. I've had multiple drop shipping stores, and although they take a little time to build up, I've always made a profit. Number 1, reselling on eBay. I do this every day by buying stock from failing businesses and selling it for a profit.
All 5 of those are great side hustle ideas. My favorite one out of that list has to be either flipping cars or reselling stuff on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. Now, maybe you're a pretty handy guy and you can work on a car and get things fixed up that most people probably can't do. Well, then what you can do is you can actually go find rundown cars that maybe need just a little bit of work to them, but most people are scared of them. Go buy the car, fix it up, turn around and sell that car for a profit. Because if you have a good, reliable car that gets you from A to B, there's a lot of people looking for cheaper options out there. I talk about it all the time. Everybody should be looking for a solid beater car. So if you're the guy that finds the rundown cars, fixes them up, gets them running, makes them reliable, and you can sell good quality beater cars to somebody, you'll have a nice little side hustle there. And then something else I like to bring up when it comes to reselling on Facebook Marketplace or eBay, one of my fun kind of hobby side hustles is, here, hang on one second, is I like to sell Pokemon cards and some sports cards on eBay. It's been a fun hobby of mine that my son and I have done for the past couple years, and we have a blast with it. We use all these cards. We'll research the ones that we want to sell or that we maybe have in our collection that have gone up in value a lot recently, and we'll list those on eBay or Facebook, and we will sell those to people and earn sometimes a nice little profit on them. Now, when it comes to Facebook Marketplace, you guys can really make some good money. When I lived in Florida and I kind of had some free time, what I would do is I would join groups, right? There's groups out there where people actually give away free stuff, and if you are looking in like the nicer areas of wherever you live, I guarantee you there's some sort of group where people are literally just giving stuff away for free. So what I did is I would follow those groups and I would watch those like a hawk. Anytime something came up that had a little bit of value to it, I would go grab it, pick it up, and list it that same day on Facebook Marketplace, taking decent quality photos, well thought out description for SEO, and usually within a week or two, I had that product sold for a profit. That's also super fun. You can also find some really good items at garage sales. I did that as well. I'd wake up early in the morning and I'd go garage sale hunting. It's just something fun to do. And if you enjoy that kind of stuff too, that's going to make your side hustle that much more enjoyable, which I really think a lot of people should focus on. Is yes, obviously earning an income and increasing your income is important, but if you can make it fun too, that's probably the best part about it. Is when you have a side hustle that you truly enjoy, then that passion's there. When you got the passion behind you, that's when you can really make something special happen.
Dude, if you're a young guy and you can get an FHA loan for a fourplex, because the loan goes up to 4 units.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
If I was in my 20s and a young guy, I would buy a fourplex with an FHA loan.
Yep.
Yeah, rent it out and live in that 1 unit.
Bam.
Long enough to rent out my unit and move into another house.
Yep.
I really would.
Yep.
I really, really would. And then, you get to keep that loan. Just tell the bank you change your mind.
After a year, you can move out with no penalty, guys. So, I mean, it's a fantastic way to get yourself into a property with little money down.
Oh, man, I really wanted to include a real estate side hustle in here because there are so many within that space that anyone could take advantage of. But I specifically wanted to put this one in here for my younger viewers out there, or maybe my recently newly single men or women out there as well. Or maybe you guys are, married and have a family and you want to do this, whatever you want to do. But I wanted to put this one in there for a reason, because this is such a powerful tool for you to grow your wealth. Man, if there's one thing, when I get asked like, what's the one regret you have in your life or whatever, it's that I didn't do a house hack. Every person I talk to that's interested in getting started and is in that phase of life where they can do this, I always tell them house hacking is probably the number one way to get started in real estate investing. Guys, think about this for a second. Like he just mentioned, you can literally go out, find a fourplex, get into it for 3.5% down, and maybe even get your closing costs covered. And boom, you are now a owner of a fourplex. You can live in one of those units. You could also have buddies, stay in that one unit with you if you're renting out multiple rooms. And on top of that, now you have 3 other units that you can rent out. This is such a powerful move in the real estate investing world that I recommend everyone should do it. Now, obviously, there are things you got to look out for. There's risk involved. Yes, absolutely. It's good also to kind of understand how to analyze a rental property as well to see if it's even going to be worth it in the long run and to see where your numbers come out at. That's always very, very important when you're dealing with real estate. But I wanted to add this one in here because there's 3 major ways you can make money when you're investing with real estate. The first one is what most people talk about, and that is the cash flow, right? Whenever you have money coming in from rent payments, from that rent, you have to pay your mortgage. And then you have to pay maintenance if you had any for the month. You may have to pay some management fees, some lawn care, whatever it is. After you take out all of your expenses from your rent, whatever you have left over is your cash flow. The second way you're earning income from real estate investing is from your tenants paying down your mortgage. Guys, when you get paid rent and then that rent turns around and goes and pays for that mortgage payment, that's not money out of your pocket. So basically the tenant is buying you the property. That tenant is buying you a property. How amazing is that? And then third, last but not least, is the appreciation that property will grow over time. This is probably one of the most powerful ways to grow your wealth when it comes to real estate. And if you bought that fourplex like we talked about and you held that for 10 plus years, given the history of the real estate market, most likely that fourplex is going to be worth a hell of a lot more than when it was 10 years ago when you first bought it for your first house hack. Real estate is such a powerful tool to grow your wealth, and I feel like everyone should have some sort of real estate that they own in their lifetime.
Here's how I made $175 in just 50 minutes. Check this out. First step, we're gonna set the dryer to no heat, turn it on, and head outside to get a reading. Then we'll head out to the truck, grab our tools, need the anemometer, so let's grab that and head out. It's right here, cool. Let's pop these louvers off. Real quick, we're gonna do a before reading with this cage on. Under 900 feet per minute. Next, we're gonna pull back the dryer and inspect what's going on back here. There is a lot of compression in the transition hose. We're gonna swap this out with DryFlex. Before we do all this work though, we're gonna vacuum real quick. So we're gonna jump back here, vacuum up all the lint that's on the floor down there. Next, we're gonna take the transition hose and slide this around the vent to get to the outside and secure this down. Next, we're gonna add the transition hose to the 90-degree elbow so this can slide in right to the back of the dryer. Getting awfully tight back here, but we gotta make sure that this gets connected properly and it's not kinked. We're gonna just have to hop over here. This is pretty crazy. All we did was upgrade the transition hose from an old foil to DryFlex, and already you can hear such a big difference. Holy smokes, look at that. Just from upgrading the transition flex alone. All right, so next we're actually gonna cut this cage off because this is no good. This needs to be removed. Way better. Let's use the anemometer again now that we removed the cage. Look how much that went up. Almost 2,300 after removing the cage. And there's still just a little bit of lint in here, so we're just gonna go ahead and clean this out real quick. And since everybody cried in the last video, we put the louvers back on.
So just like that, he made $175. Guys, I've done that to my own personal house. It's not that hard. It really is pretty easy. I think the kit on Amazon costs maybe $75 or something like that. And it stretches to be, I think, around 100 feet long. But if you have some extra time or you're looking for a way to make some extra income, guys, service-based businesses are such an underdog, I feel like, in this space. If I was looking for something to get started tomorrow, it would be this. I'd post in my local Facebook group, my local subdivision group. I'd join a bunch of subdivision groups and I'd start posting in there acting like I was a neighbor. I mean, there are so many ways that you can market this and people would be willing to pay this instantly.
Easy side hustles for you, part 3. If you're great in the kitchen, chef is the side hustle for you. Cooking for one absolutely sucks. Either you make a bunch of food and have to eat the same thing all week, or you have to cook and clean every single night. Chef allows cooks to make more servings and sell homemade food to their neighbors. You set your availability and your customers order from your menu. This side hustle obviously requires some skill and has an initial vetting process, but many chefs make around $1,000 a week. If you enjoy cooking, this could be a great side hustle for you. Follow me for more.
Okay, so maybe you're not handy and you don't want to do the dryer vent cleaning thing, but you're a chef in the kitchen. You can cook some pretty solid meals. There you go. Now, I don't know how accurate that number is, making $1,000 a week, but you maybe don't even have to use that platform. You can literally market yourself, say, hey, I will cook your family a meal one night. Maybe, here's something that I would love, right? On the nights that my family, we have sporting events, practice, games, whatever it is, the last thing we are thinking about is cooking for the night. We usually have to drive somewhere, order McDonald's or fast food or whatever, grab something quick, and then go to the sporting event, come home, and call it a night. Now, if I knew that I was going to have a hot meal that's healthy and cooked by one of my neighbors, that I'm helping a small business locally, I would do that in a heartbeat. And if I knew it was going to be there on time, eat it, and then go to the sporting event, that is such an awesome business idea. So if you enjoy cooking and you're good at it, this could be another great idea. So guys, the most important thing to understand here is if you are truly trying to get ahead financially, increasing your income does wonders on hitting your financial goals that much faster. So maybe it's time to start a side hustle.